Hey guys, welcome back. So today's tutorial is going to be on this look I'm wearing right now. It's another spring summer fun eye makeup look. I hope you like it. Before we begin, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, follow my other social media, and watch my previous videos. So my face is already primed and moisturized. My face is already moisturized and primed. We're gonna jump right into the foundation. Today I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'm gonna use the bronze beige for the center of my face and the desert beige for the outer perimeter of my face. If you remember the last time that I showed you the Wet n Wild foundation, I was using, which one was I using? Golden beige, but I've been out in the sun for a few weekends now and my skin is a lot darker than it was when I first started using the foundation that looked just fine on my skin. It no longer does. So I decided to pick up 3 more. I picked up bronze beige, desert beige, and buff bisque. I do like wearing buff bisque in the center of my face as well for a highlight, and then the desert beige on the outer perimeters. So it gives me as if I had a tan, which I already do, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's begin with this. Oh, and I also have the, what is this? Hold on. This is the L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible sponge. So I finally have a drugstore sponge to use. I've been using it for the past, I want to say 2 weeks, and I really do like it. I know people compare it a lot to the Beauty Blender, the softness, but no, I don't agree with that. This is a little bit stiffer than the Beauty Blender is, but it does apply foundation beautifully. So I do like it. I like it a lot. It's, again, like I said, it's a lot denser than the Beauty Blender is. The Beauty Blender is the softest thing ever and I love it. This is my favorite sponge ever. But for drugstore, this is amazing. It's, I believe, $7. Well, I paid $7 at Walgreens and then the other one was half off, so I ended up getting 2. And like I said, yeah, it's really good. All right, so let's start. So I'm gonna apply bronze beige towards the center of my face, like I said. And then I'm going to apply the other one on the outer perimeters of my face. But I do feel like this foundation dries pretty fast. So I'm just going to blend it out with my finger, and then I'm gonna use the L'Oreal sponge to blend it all into my skin. Like I said, this sponge is really good. It blends out really nicely and really fast. It's really big, but it's not as soft. It's a lot denser than the Beauty Blender, I think. At least that's the way it feels to me. Now I'm gonna apply desert beige on the outer perimeters of my face, and I'm gonna bring it in also and under the jawline. And this one I'm not gonna blend out. I'm just going to start blending it out. I'm not gonna blend it out with my hands. I'm just gonna start blending it out with the L'Oreal sponge. I can't remember if I already said that my brows were already done in the beginning of the tutorial. So my face was already moisturized, primed, and my brows were already done. I'm sorry if I missed that, but I'm sure you guys were already able to tell that my brows were already done. All right, so moving on, I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape in medium, and then I'm gonna use the Sephora Bright Future in custard for my under eye circles. Just put a tiny little bit in this inner portion and on the darkest area, I can't talk today, on the darkest area of my eye. And then I'm gonna put the lighter shade right under it. And that's it, just a tiny little bit. I'm gonna blend it in with my finger first, just a little bit. And you see how little product I put on my face? Well, it felt like it was a little product, but look at all the product that I have on. So just be mindful if you have or you're planning on getting the Tarte Shape Tape. It applies a lot. A little goes a long way, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Look at that. That's a lot of product. And I just like touched my under eye circle. Anyways, let's blend this out now using the L'Oreal sponge. And I'll bring it a little bit down and out. Same on this side. To bring it up a little bit onto that corner of my eye, down the side of my nose, and out. To set my under eyes, I'm using the RCMA translucent powder. I'm just gonna apply a little bit. I don't like to bake. You guys already know that if you've been watching me for a while. I've tried it and I really don't like it. Anyways, I'm applying this also on my mobile lid because some of the concealer did go on my lid. So I'm just going to set the concealer on my lid as well with this RCMA translucent powder. And I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. And I'm just using a flat top kabuki brush by RC Cosmetics. For bronzer, I'm using this Pure Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder. I'm not going to be contouring because I already did with the foundation and you can still see it. So I'm just gonna go right in and bronze and that's it. I'm not gonna do no extra contouring. As you know, I start at the forehead, bring it down the side into my cheekbone, around and onto my jawline. I do the same thing on the other side. For blush, I'm gonna use Coralista, which is right here in this little corner. And I'm using a BH Cosmetics 109 brush for this application. I like using the dual fiber blending brushes for my blush because it blends it out really beautiful. All right, for highlights, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Precious Petals. And I'm just gonna use a fan brush. This one is by So Susan. It doesn't have a number, it's just by So Susan. Alrighty. I always like to go back and blend that out because I don't like those harsh lines. I mean, I like to have a highlight, but I don't like to have a streak on my face. So I'm just gonna bounce the dual fiber brush right over it to blend that into the blush. And I don't know why I just said blush the way I just said it, but whatever. All right, I can't stand seeing my lips like this, so I'm gonna use the Purlisse Daily Lip Nourisher, and apply just a little bit because I don't like looking at them all white and dry. Okay. Like they blend into my, the heck? Into my foundation. Like that drives me crazy. So let's fix that. And that's it. We're gonna move on to the eyes, but before we do that, I'm gonna set the I don't know what I have here. Hair that's bothering me. I'm gonna set the foundation and all these powders because I feel like I have a lot of powder on with the LA Girl setting spray before we move on. I'm gonna start with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and let's see, I'm gonna start with the shade Golden Ochre on my Sigma E40 taper blending brush, and I'm going to use Golden Ochre, yes, Golden Ochre on my crease. I'm going to apply it from outer to inner corner, And this is gonna be my transition shade. And it just started raining. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain or if you guys noticed the difference in lighting. I'm sure the lighting changed. So yeah, like I said, I'm just using Golden Ochre as my transition shade. My eyelids, as you saw, were already, I guess, primed and set because concealer went onto my eyelid and I set it with the RCMA Translucent Powder. So I didn't need to do it anymore or again, per se. So the next shade I'm using is Real Gar, and it's this one over here. And I'm gonna be using an Eco Tools brush. It's just a shader brush. I grabbed a lot of Real Gar, so I'm gonna take some off. All right, so I'm just gonna place this on my mobile lid, and it's gonna go all over my mobile lid. Today is a very noisy day. Not only do we have rain coming down, which I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my neighbor's birds are going crazy because probably the rain. So if you hear a bird, it's my neighbor's bird. All right, so I'm just placing Real Gar all over my lid, and I'm gonna bring it pretty high up, all the way up to my crease. And do the same thing on the other eye. So to buff out the crease, I'm gonna use the little brush that came in the palette on the fluffy side, and I'm gonna go back to Golden Ochre just a tiny little bit, and now I'm going to buff whatever harsh lines I created with Real Gar. Just so it can be nice and soft. I'm just doing small, very small circular motions from outer to inner corner. Alright guys, it stopped raining and the sun is coming back out. This is Florida for you. So the next palette I'm using is the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow in number 2. And I'm gonna start with this turquoise color right in the center. I'm gonna apply this on my lower lash line. Yeah, I know. Going for color today. The brush I'm using is a Morphe M432. Apply it from outer to inner corner. Right, so on my waterline, I'm using this Jordana Easy Liner in Sterling Blue. So to buff out my lower lash line, I'm gonna go into Golden Ochre and my Sigma E30 pencil brush. And I'm just gonna buff this right under so it looks nice and smoky in a blue form. Now going back to the Makeup Forever palette, I'm gonna be using this pinky shade right in this corner on a Crown C513 brush, and I'm gonna apply this on my tear duct area for a highlight. Now for eyeliner, I'm gonna try and do my eyeliner with this shade over here. It looks black, I guess, on camera, but it's actually a really deep purple. Yeah, there, you can see it better. It's a really deep purple. I'm gonna use my Sigma E65 small angle brush for this. Wish me luck. I'm gonna try and create a wing. Let's see what happens. Alright, so you get the point. I'm just gonna speed this up and I'll do the other eye off camera because this is gonna take forever. So I'm also trying not to get a lot of fallout on my skin. It's gonna look crazy. Anyways, let me finish this and I'll come right back. All right, so I'm finally done. I did end up with a little bit of fallout, which I just clean off right now. Oh, and I did use the e.l.f. makeup set and mist spray. I wet the brush a little bit because, like I said, I was getting a little bit too much fallout, and I felt like this helped it glide a little bit better. But if you have a dark purple eyeliner, if you're going for the same look, I mean, if you have an eyeliner, then, you know, an actual eyeliner, then go right ahead and use that. It'll be a lot easier. But I don't have a dark purple eyeliner, so I went ahead and I did it with the eyeshadow, which came out pretty nice. I like the color, and like I said, if you spray your brush, it helps you, it glides a lot easier. At least it did for me, so it's a little tip. So for mascara, I'm gonna use the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara, and for lashes, I'm using the Kiss Blooming Lash in Lily. On the lips, I'm gonna be using this Real Her Matte Lip in Lady Love. So this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this tutorial. Please make sure you are subscribed to my channel before you leave. Follow my other social media and watch my previous videos. Until next time, my loves, mwah, hugs and kisses. Bye.